President Trump continues his push to rid the Senate of the legislative filibuster. In a tweet earlier today, he once again called on Senate Republicans to move that simple majority. He suggested that Democrats would do the exact same thing if they were in power. Adding any other option is a waste of time. The president has slammed Democrats in the past for their obstruction on Capitol Hill and has repeatedly called for the removal of the stonewalling tactic. Here's One America's Thomas Chessie with more.
There are many classic examples of the famous Senate filibuster, the practice in which a lawmaker will speak against a bill he doesn't like for hours, even days, until the legislation is finally shelved. Some examples are fictional.
The Senator yields, sir. I will not yield.
Some are very real.
I rise today to begin to filibuster John Brennan's nomination for the CIA.
And some are downright strange.
I would not like them here or there. I would not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them. Sam, I am.
But why does President Trump want to do away with a key piece of those Senate filibuster rules? The answer goes back to a Democrat who occupied the White House more than 100 years ago. In 1917, then President Woodrow Wilson found himself unable to move his agenda forward due to seemingly endless filibusters in Congress. Tired of waiting, Wilson urged the Senate to come up with a way to pass bills without deliberation. What they came up with, and what is now blocking many major Trump administration reforms, is known as the cloture rule, which sets the threshold for a law to pass at 60 votes, far higher than a simple Senate majority of 51. As President Trump explains it, 8 Dems totally control the U.S. Senate, while Senate Republicans have already lowered the vote threshold for cloture in the case of Supreme Court nominations, following the Democratic filibuster of now Justice Neil Gorsuch. Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has vowed never to use the so-called nuclear option to pass legislation like health care and tax reform, a move the president strongly disagrees with. Republicans in the Senate will never win if they don't go to a 51-vote majority, he said in a tweet. They look like fools and are just wasting time. Thomas Chessie, One America News.